Hi guys, this is your reading for Friday the 5th of January. Thanks for joining me. Let's have a look at what's coming up today. Got the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Swords in reverse, and the Ten of Wands. So the Queen of Swords is a woman who makes good decisions. She's graduated through the ranks. She's able to make the tough decisions. She's somewhat prickly and spiky. She does make decisions based on her feelings, but she balances those out with reason, logic, and clear thinking. So she really is a good indicator that today is a day to kind of cast your eye on the structures in your life, especially the things that you care about, and to make decisions about what works for you and what doesn't work for you. So the pace slows a little bit. You're able to really be objective in terms of your thinking and cut away the things that no longer serve you. The next card, the Nine of Swords, when it's this way around, is really someone who's stuck and who's tied up and who's bound, who's trapped in a sense because of all of the things that are going on. And the Suit of Swords has to do with thinking, communication, and ideas. So this person can be stuck because either they're telling themselves a negative narrative, I'm not good enough, I don't have the skills, I can't speak in front of people. It could be that kind of faulty thinking that keeps this person stuck. Or it can be circumstances coming in via other people. So a giant tax bill that throws you for a loop, or a negative conversation that makes you feel stuck and makes you feel like I have no way out of this. Or it could be that you're in front of a Sophie's Choice and you're doomed if you do, and you're in trouble if you don't. It's, you know, sometimes you're between a rock and a hard place and there just seems no way to resolve a situation. That card is in reverse today. So you're not suffering with negative thinking. And if anything, it's your clarity of thought and your clarity of vision that's able to cut those ropes and those cords and is able to free you and liberate you. So look at the things in your life, the structures in your life that no longer work and that no longer serve you. The final card is the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands is another card which has to do with being bogged down, being burdened, being trapped in a way. This young man, he's trying to hold all these rods together, and it's a big job. Each one of these could be seen as one of his ideas, one of his passions, or one of his responsibilities that he has to take care of in his life. So this could be his work, his desire to be creative, his need for a relationship, the desire to travel, all of those kind of things. And each one seems as important and as relevant as the next. And because he can't differentiate, he's trying to carry all of them, and that's really dragging him down and making him feel like he has no choice, and he has to carry this heavy load on his, usually it's on his back, but he's carrying it in front of him, and it's kind of tripping him up. He's leaning forward. Now, the 10 is to do with transition and moving forward. So he's moving forward in a very kind of arduous, slow way because he isn't prioritizing and because he's carrying everything with him. It's interesting that we've got a 9 and a 10 here, and then the Queen is 1. So if you don't want to be burdened, use your intellect, and that's going to be able to subtract something from the amount of weight you're carrying, and it will really free you and allow you to move forward and to be free. So the big blessing here today is that you have the presence of mind to look at what's going on, to balance out passion and reason, to then make decisions in a very clear, objective, and possibly even harsh way that's going to free you up, and that's going to make you feel like you have more choice in life and you have more freedom to move, and you can make decisions for yourself. So if the financial situation is something that you never question, and it's like, you know, I earn a certain income, therefore I have to live in this town, I'm never going to be able to move, that's just my lot in life, that kind of belief is going to become much more flimsy and much more changeable than it usually is. And you have this regal perspective on it, and you can say, well, actually, hang on a minute, I'm going to think for myself here, and despite the finances, does that really mean that I'm stuck here for life, or can I move? Can I do something else? Do people who have fewer resources than I do Do they make changes? So it's about questioning the own limitations that you've placed on yourself, reducing the burden that you carry, and really kind of prioritizing in terms of, this is what I care about. Ones is fire. So I care about this. I'm going to pursue it. I'm not going to try and solve all of my life problems at the same time, but I'm really going to look at what is most important to me and then take action to put that into place. So it's about reviewing the things that are in your life already and then getting rid of the stuff that doesn't work so that you have fewer things to deal with, but the things that you are dealing with actually bring you some joy and happiness and excitement and fun. Number-wise, we've got a chord card which is 1 and 9 is 10. We've got another 10 here which is 20, and 20 reduces to 2 in numerology. 2 is about cooperation and relationship. So it's the relationship with yourself. It's the relationship that you as an individual have to your life and the circumstances external to you. And you realize that it's not a relationship that's one-sided. You know, you just have to react to everything that comes your way. You're actually able to make decisions and you're able to assert your will. And the will in a positive way. It's not ego because it's balanced. It's passion and reason. So there's a nice balancing act. And when you're coming from that place of strength and really being honest with yourself, then you can create more beautiful red roses in your future, which will bring you passion and beauty and joy, and you'll be proud of the things that you've achieved through the decisions that you make today. So if it feels like you're absolving yourself of responsibility and you're giving yourself a guilt trip, don't, because you're meant to kind of reduce the load a little bit. And by reducing the load, you're actually able to do a better job with the things that you are working on rather than giving 50% to everything and overloading yourself and overworking yourself. So it's time to scale back a little bit, to get clearer, to prioritize, and to have more fun and to give more attention to the things that you want to work on and that are important to you personally. So I hope you have a wonderful day. If you'd like a private reading with me, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. And in my readings, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. The astrology gives me a blueprint of you as an individual, as a soul, and it shows me why you've come back into this lifetime, what your vocational aptitudes are, what your strengths and weaknesses are. And I can also use the predictive astrology and the tarot to see what's coming up in future. So if you have questions on your love life or your health, your career, your finances, relationships, anything at all, then please get in touch via the website for a private reading. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.